See how they go. First approach already on the way in. Not really fully committing yet, though, as 9Z are having a little bit of trouble getting through ramp side, and they will eventually continue to try to push this one through. NiSMO able to take down another, so this leads to just this last three-man hit up top, which, with that elimination, maybe there's a chance, but NiSMO doesn't quite necessarily get hit by the Trailblazer, but the information seems to be pretty good. eeiu following up, though, a little double peek, turns it into a 1v3 for mizu.
Yeah, mizu is in a tough spot here. He's got time, he's got spike possession, but johnqt has the vent fallback covered. And of course, they still have the A defense in place, so it's going to be tough for mizu to find a way. And he's not even... Oh, never mind. He does clear it. I thought he was going to walk past it for a moment there and felt concerned, but he grabs the headshot. He fakes the drop down into sight, and now he might be able to split these up into 1v1 battles. And this gets interesting all of a sudden, but eeiu smartly tucks into the corner.
Flash and dash type situation.
Sure.
Nice opening shot from mizu. Okay, John, the first one to drop. Flash will also kind of clear out the top side of B tower. Tuli will take control of ropes while M80 have to kind of figure out how do you crack the code here with threats all over and around the spike site here for 9Z.
Yeah, they do get the stun on the spike planner. I know that he is retreated to the back of the site. koalanoob almost getting caught there as he tried to scope in on the double stack box, but got pushed back. This allows the heaven push to come through, though, for M80. NiSMO and zander are able to grab a couple of frags to get this back into fighting distance.
Rubkkoide was trying to find the timing to get behind this play, but it doesn't quite work out. But the problem is 9Z is still finding a lot of damage from outside the site, and this is taking a lot of time. deigara, last one left. 1v2 situation. First shot a bit wide onto eeiu. Second one does land. Now it's just down to finding the last bullet needed onto koalanoob. Is at 7 HP, and koalanoob will not have an angle to keep the defuse. And how about that from 9Z? A bold hold from on top of the site, and is any clutch to go to deigara.
A flex player, you know, double duelists and initiators at times.
Hold on a second here, Tuss. Quick action from Rube. And he will find first blood. Finesses his way in towards Mail. John under pressure, not able to get out in towards the sites. The defense completely overwhelmed. And how about this start from 9Z? They're getting away with everything, and they've played with a little bit of different tempo changes here since the opening pistol, keeping M80 completely off guard. And now it's a 3v5 where M80 may just have to concede that.
This is going to be normal mid control now for 9Z. Stalling tactics here with that snake bite.
And a forward angle for koalanoob with a judge in hand. But how long will he be allowed to stay here? zander playing topside ropes. Oh, what a play from NiSMO. Gets not just one, but two. Oh, so good from NiSMO, who gets three. And then finally the follow-up comes out. I mean, honestly, NiSMO just needed to get one. Thing is, there's a lot of tools now for 9Z. Even though they are on a lighter buy, Showstopper blades out. eeiu just trying to stay away from the site, and he will successfully keep his life as Tuli will clear out backside dirt. So now it's on to M80.
Oh, wow.
How do you use this Cosmic Divide to try to retake, especially as 9Z have one of their own? Tuli's paint shells locks down backside dirt. Three members would have to try to challenge us. Can Tuli get anything? Flash is on the way in. John able to get one. David stepping up. That's not bad for him to find another on return, because now mizu gets the read, and the numbers will stay level. 3v3 we go. Null command gonna be unsuppressed as the Cosmic Divide will now be used for the defense to work their way in. Problem here is the time, though. Not a lot of it remaining. And Rube's gonna go to the knife for headshot onto John. Follow it up with the right click. eeiu last one left, but just no time left. And 9Z will win a critical 7th round, putting him up 4-3.
At the end of the day, the numbers certainly favor M80 positionally.
Well, 9Z are gonna take their risk here and try to go into a commit towards B main, but John just takes an aggressive angle. And that's good enough for an opening first blood. Trailblazer guiding light to follow up. There's those seekers you mentioned. Paint shells helps on this approach. Tuli, first one in, gets one flash in the corner, but zander does put together some sort of a response. 3v2 situation, but John still staying alive on site may be enough. And yeah, sure will be. It's 3 in the round for John, and 9Z never really get back to the front door.
As Koala holding the A ramp yet again. We're seeing a bit of a crossfire being established defensively, using this poison orb as a bit of sanctuary. Big shot hits there. Not fully killing deigara, but that's going to take a lot out. He's going to have to get healed up by mizu's regrowth. Meantime, though, Tuli able to get a big entry, but zander responds, but it's so quick from 9Z to retaliate.
Oh, but look at this hit from eeiu. His timing is flawless. Oh, just as they drop on in, eeiu's right behind the play, catching him off guard. deigara now the last one left. He never got healed. Flash will reveal it, and koalanoob will finish him off with the shorty.
You don't rely on one single or two single stars.
Well, This time it's going to be a lot of aggression up towards A ramps. Tuli getting the first, knives out for Rubkkoide. koalanoob wants a contest. He drops on in, actually takes a shot, but he has his prediction onto mizu. Wow, how does he get that connection? 3v3 we go all of a sudden. Up top, knives, pushes koalanoob a bit back. deigara will follow up, collapsing on the kill. Well, but the trade, instantaneous from johnqt. Rubkkoide with a weapon in hand, but does not get the support from David. So now it's just down to Rubkkoide. Everyone knows where he's at. Wins the first. Up top, shots are decent. Dashes forward. Not a lot of health, but it doesn't matter. What a 1v2 from Rubkkoide.
Just 1 round left to go this half.
Oh, and quick hit from Tuli. Once again, right through A ramp. Showstopper initially out. Boopbot just seeing if it'll trigger anything. But koalanoob down low. Does find the first shot. And NiSMO goes on the rope. He avoids the majority of the damage from Tuli's showstopper. How has he been able to do that? Rubkkoide is still playing forward. A chance for him to play spoiler here, but problem is, how do you hold against all of these numbers?
That was beautiful.
mizu gets completely bamboozled. David trying to cross up this M80 hit through vent side, but a fragment provides an entry, but no one knows that Rubkkoide is here. He nearly gets 2. Just the first for now. Cosmic defensively will split off this tower side. Zander gets 1. David now has to make the play down low. As Zander hops on for the defuse, the spam will work out for the first, but there's eeiu to finish it off. It'll be a 7-5 half.
Again, a team that has a very similar high-octane play style to 9Z with similar team play strengths.
Gravity well, and they may just opt to try to play this off of Zander's position at A ramps. But it's being watched, and the Marshall shot takes his head off. And now all of a sudden, M80's gotta be thinking, what do? We don't have any mid control. We don't know what's over towards B main. We just got sniped by a Marshall, and the job's not done yet. Another shot hits. deigara's there to follow up with another elimination. And this buffet line of weapons is doing the job right now for 9Z. M80 still not fully into sight. It's a 2v4 situation. deigara sees that it's going to be a commitment, so here come the reinforcements. And M80 are in an absolutely terrible position. NiSMO, it would have to be a 1v4. He's got a lot of time and the spike, and a couple of solo chows here. Hold on a second.
30 seconds
now to the 1v2. Here's the double peek. It's the second. Oh! Are you kidding me? NiSMO gives M80 a fighting chance with a 1v4.
Oh, he has breathed life back into them, that's for sure, no doubt about it. What a clutch. And I will say this, NiSMO was tied for second in NA for clutch percentage throughout the entirety of Challengers. So for 7 months strong within his region, he has been known for his closing capabilities, even in tight moments like this one. And so honestly, if anyone was going to do it, you put your chips on NiSMO. And you have to feel like that just, you know, again, gives them a bit more vigor. I mean, the thing is with Rubkkoide having such a forward angle on B main, they have a lot more flexibility to rotate to AM mid faster. It's going to make this take harder, but don't tell M80 that, because they're just finding the entries no matter what anyway. Big opening sequence there. 2 members down for 9Z as the spike goes down. So despite having the advantage of having a good rotation, they have been swatted off the site.
Yep. Tuli was just put out of the picture completely. Op still in play though. Rubkkoide gets another. That he'll trade over. And the spam through the screens does take koalanoob down to critical health. deigara though does get fallen over towards ramp side. koalanoob takes care of Rubkkoide, leaving Tuli now by his lonesome, and he says, I'll save. Or try to.
You got to imagine koalanoob was shivering his boots a little bit there when he saw that spam come through the billboard for a moment.
NiSMO gonna go for the plant vipers, but here to assume the position. And even though there is an opportunity for 9Z to stay safe on tower, how do you crack the code of getting in? You've got a showstopper potentially to be used here. That may be the call. Here's the first bit of utility. It's all going in towards Viper's Pit. Tuli will get 1. NiSMO will drop. Follow-up from Tuli is so darn good. He's gonna get 3. Paint shells re-earned. Zander's stuck in the corner, but he keeps his life and he finds a kill. Hold on a second. He's still got a snake bite to play with for this 1v2. Rubkkoide on one side. Shorty's out. Gonna hit the shirts for the first one. Zander off the reload. Not gonna be able to lock down mizu, who gets him with the classic. Time will be Claes though. Not close enough.
Yeah. Maybe if he could have bought a couple of more seconds. It's worth noting that 9Z aren't out the woods yet. Economically speaking, they're still in a very tight spot. You know, if they lose this round, they're still in a tough spot. eeiu gets a big kill on the mizu as well to help things along. Tuli responds by finding koalanoob on the opposite end of the map.
Neural theft earned with that. Spike is down, but Zander
Beautiful.
had deigara completely pinned up top on ramps. So now numbers for M80 as they make their approach over towards ramp side. Or vent side, pardon me. Tuli will get the read. And all of his utility will stave off the follow-up from M80 as we have 45 seconds to play.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of time left on the clock for M80 to manipulate rotations and play around with. The issue is that nineZ are doing a good job being proactive, pushing the vein, and now Rubkkoide able to find a knife frag there inside of heaven. So they have good anchor points on B now because of this. NiSMO, though, a beautiful headshot on the David. We'll start opening things up, but Rubkkoide is just beautiful with these blades. Everyone landing. Good Lord.
And initially, you got to remember back to the beginning of the round, he gets flashed on a mid and spent 3 blindly just to keep himself safe. So the fact that he one-clicks the first one to get the reset, super crucial for Rubkkoide. And it's that one right there that gets him back into the swing of things. David playing an off angle, just as beautiful. And nineZ, all of a sudden, not just back in this game, they've got some control now.
Indeed they do. They've kind of gotten out of that economic problem that they were potentially going to be in if they could not convert here. Able to pick up a couple of weapons, particularly on the jet that used Bladestorm there. As hold the phone, Quantum says, hey, you know about them blades? I got them too, brother. Let me show you what I got. No, what? So close.
No, not gonna have it. mizu keeps it safe. Follow up and maybe just continue to spam on through, but it's pinch shot kill feed. deigara gets to a 1v1. It's gonna be David versus eeiu, and the quick play from David nearly catches eeiu fully. But eeiu's gonna get the plant. Has one more flash available for the time being, and he will, well, haven't seen it stuck on the top side of planters. Shot lands, that was a headshot, but eeiu also received some damage. So still a very even 1v1, but no, eeiu holds the angle, takes down David with that. M80 get to 11.
But it could still be very much a problem.
Gets a body shot connection instead of the head. David up top, drops into the site. Flash there for support, and David will blindside one. Hold on a second, he can do more here off the corner. Doesn't quite connect to the second shot. Now he runs out of ammunition. Seekers are out for the offense. nineZ fully stacked up towards tower. Will try to reposition, and okay, Tuli does get another. So now we're into a flat out 3v3. Low health pool for Zander. Null command will be earned and spent immediately by NiSMO. deigara does get the benefit of Zander's pre-fire. That reveals his position. NiSMO puts together a response, and johnqt will turn his in now to a 1v1. The flash comes through. NiSMO gets a lot of Tuli, but doesn't finish him off. He's gonna go to the classic, and that will work out for the kill. Oh, these rounds continue to be tight, but M80 finding themselves on top of it more often than not. They're on map point.
As we are going to see Rubkkoide get aggressive at middle. He's taken this corner a couple of times, and it's never been spotted because they've never played into it. He might even chase behind one of these Seekers to try to make a play, but the Sewers one will get picked up upon there by johnqt. And oh, that does prompt Rubkkoide to try to get a little bit aggressive here. Oh, he's found it. Struck gold.
And now M80 have to commit to playing in towards Zander once again. After the Seekers come through, they are going to try to go quickly, but mizu's in position. Takes down koalanoob. No chance for that operator. Well, actually, hold on. NiSMO's going to pick it up. So maybe a weapon swap came through just before that hit was underway. Trailblazer defensively will clear out ramp side. eeiu gets one on site. Zander pushes further forward. Showstopper out for Tuli. Tries to send that in towards site, but there's no one home. Now the re-aggression as Zander is cleans up through screens. How have they managed to pull this back? Rubkkoide now for the 1v3. Good information and good collection of the first. eeiu off the plant.
10 seconds left.
Rubkkoide tries to go high. Cloudburst set. Spam comes through to the 1v1. NiSMO still holding onto the operator. Rubkkoide gets away. Shot lands as NiSMO swapped it for a Phantom, and M80 take map point.
Indeed they do. It wasn't the most tidy. Had weak starts to both halves, but again, the big difference maker were the tight one-on-one situations in the end game.
Yeah, nineZ is going to be playing the exact same composition as well as, first blood will be tallied up very quickly. The bold sheriff purchase in the opening pistol works out for Rubkkoide.
Obviously good opening pick on this pistol round, taking down eeiu early. koalanoob trying to stall it as best he can here on C.
Not going to stall out too much, though, as, oh, actually, hold on a second. He does get one steps away. Almost an opportunity for more, but a stun does land. NiSMO's paint shells does make things a little bit more interesting, but numbers will hold with 9Z. John looking to go quickly, right through the dark cover, and the couple of kills from M80 are clean. Now it's just down to one. Rubkkoide, last one standing. Spike doesn't get planted, and all of a sudden, it's just the offensive Jeff left.
30 seconds left.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That was,
I got
yeah.
that was something.
I'll say.
Every time I thought 9Z were about to leverage an advantage, M80 immediately swatting the back. johnqt having perhaps the biggest moment of all with this push through Waterfall, grabbing that kill, stopping the spike plant. Now Rubkkoide, not a lot of time on his side. He's in a 1v2. He's got a sheriff in hell.
Yeah, and almost catches johnqt on low HP. The follow-up, oh goodness, runs out of ammunition. John's just dancing, but the reload comes through.
John's in the X Games, bro. He's out here trying to buzz 1080s. Buying time. Triple Sal Cal. I got the terminology. Just don't know what they mean.
NiSMO, first blood. Rubkkoide drops. More opportunities, though, as NiSMO's going to toss him right at his feet.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the
Oh,
blast
boy.
pack is so good. Holy smokes. A little bit of reload action as well. Trying to stay in the action, and NiSMO's going to get 3. Resets the paint shells. What?
What is happening right now?
Thing is, you've got koalanoob in a position to try to impede this play with the paranoia, and it cuts across. No one really gets affected by it, but it does allow NiSMO forward. Flash in his face doesn't matter. Blast packs backwards. Oh my goodness! What is NiSMO doing?
I don't know what he's doing, man. He's feeling it. That's what he's feeling. That's what he's doing. That's what he's thinking. That's what's flowing through him.
Goodness.
I got nothing else for you. I'm kind of lost in the sauce right now, honestly. It's just been such an action-packed start to Lotus. We got to it very quickly as well off the break. And it has been just no stopping since. That's a good kill, though. That's going to lead to a spike plant. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Unless he's just trying to go for the dub. He is trying to go for the dub.
"30 seconds left.
Cage triggered.
Are you scratching your chin, Shift? Wondering what's going on here? Is Shift here? The world may never know.
10 seconds left.
Spike is going to get planted here by deigara.
Planted.
Immediate break of the trap wire, an immediate double swing, but deigara collects them. koalanoob is very much a duelist main. He actually does have a fair amount of reps on Omen, and in particular, he's been playing Omen a lot on this map lately, so nothing to really be worried about. As johnqt with an operator, not something you see a whole heck of a lot, but every now and then he breaks it out. He actually does have a history of playing chamber in the past, so he's used to sniping. So again, even he is not going to feel too foreign to the weapon. As he finds himself yet another there onto Rubkkoide. Now he's earned the lockdown on top of it to really disrupt this B-site plant that's going down. As the spike will get planted, everything else is going wrong. mizu finds a bit of an opening there, getting the headshot onto NiSMO, as they will be able to get off-site together to a link, but it's going to give time for Emmy to get on the site. They're going to be able to drop the Prowler and the Snake Bite into the link area to provide some sanctuary as they try to go ahead and start getting this spike diffused. They're going to have coverage from johnqt and eeiu watching this tunnel, but David still slips in the Sheriff headshot, and mizu does as well. And now all of a sudden it's a problem, but johnqt, he gets his one, he gets the second. That's a quad kill. 2 at the op, 2 at the Odin, and the defuse. It's now koalanoob has the op on the Omen. Playing a forward angle here towards C. Will find his man right between the eyes of mizu. And 9Z look a little bit deflated here. They're still trying to hammer away though at the site. Tuli coming through with the showstopper. Does find koalanoob that allows the spike to make its way on. Gonna be a 4-on-4 post-plant situation now. NiSMO and company trying to attack through the back halls. Very quickly with the Prowler and the Boombot to help them grab some space, but we are gonna see the ult come out from deigara for the info, but knowing's only half the battle when the frags are pouring in this quickly for M80. They've already worked themselves into man advantage here, but the girl is quickly swatting them back from the waterfall side. It's back and forth on the kill feed, and eventually Rubkkoide finds the double. 9Z make the pivot towards A, opening the door. Zander playing up close off the snake bike. Will find Rubkkoide. Tuli tries to come in. He's blinded, but he still finds the frag thanks to mizu. johnqt fights back, though, rather quickly, keeping the edge for M80. The spike yet to go down. mizu finds another huge kill. Seeker's now out as well to get the intel. Counter Nightfall comes in right away. johnqt good for another, and yet another. That's 3 on him for the round. He has had so many multi-frag moments, but we are going to see the ult away from David with the spike to get the plant. But he's still, at the end of the day, in a tough 1 versus 3. He knows he has to be proactive in a situation like this to have any hope, as he'll decide to push the back halls and try to wrap around Waterfall rather than playing on the site. They're all coming together, though. They're lining up, but this time they will not fall down. They will find what they need, and they will get this defuse.
And I'm starting to worry if that's going to be the problem for them here, is now that M80 has started to pick up steam, are they going to start falling apart? And as I say that, Rubkkoide gets taken care of pretty quickly in the round by koalanoob. And right away, that's a big piece of this attacking puzzle for 9Z that's missing.
Indeed it is. They're trying to make the pivot back over to B, as so often is the case on this map. When your initial plan goes wrong, B becomes the fallback plan. They are going to hit the plant, but they are a man down to fend off against this retake. They get aggressive off the back of that Trailblazer and get one, but Koala is so quick to respond to the double of his own.
Last player
A pickup
standing.
coming in, but it seems like it's kind of just slipping away. Another round that was there. It was in their hand for a moment. It's up to Tuli to try to save it completely, and not prepared for the flank that's coming in from NiSMO. M80 now find 8 rounds compared to just 2 for 9Z.
Can you finish off the half is the question here for 9Z. You get to 4, you start to feel a little bit better about your chances of being able to compete on this map in particular. Quick action though for M80, all running across, but flashed up as NiSMO. He can't make good on the blast pack play. And the follow-up looks to be pretty swift here from 9Z. They get the first, they say blades out, let's go. Let's try to get in this and take over this half completely. But the paranoia, ooh, hold on. Slows things down a touch, allows Zander to get into range with the judge, but the trade's too good, and 9Z will be in a 4v1. John, the last one standing.
Yeah, it just seemed like maybe we're going for a little bit
Spike
too much
planted.
there. Maybe just kind of feeling the half, feeling like they could get away with anything and wanting to change things up a bit with the big push, and it just didn't really pan out. 9Z will find the round as johnqt still continues to lurk over towards B main. He's still trying to step in. Is he going to find a timing? Nearly.
Ooh. But a big shot comes through. Now, M80 looking to actually maybe follow up here, but decide the opposite. Boombot goes in, it keeps 9Z a bit planted inside B, leaving Rubkkoide by himself, but he can't make good on the contact. So we go into a 4v4, Spike will be planted here, and NiSMO's gonna go up the ropes with a little bit of support from koalanoob. And they're gonna have an opportunity to use this one-way smoke, and boy, do they ever. All 3 kills come through, and now mizu's by himself on the pinch.
Yeah, that was tough because Rubkkoide got hurt at the very start of the round, if you'll recall. He never was able to get the mizu to get healed with the regrowth, or if mizu even purchased it.
Yeah.
I mean, NiSMO and koalanoob seemingly have the bulk of 9Z covered by themselves as far as frag count goes.
Oh, yeah.
It's been dominant. Oh, that's a great little exchange, though, for 9Z at C Mound. eeiu does get one back towards the opposite side.
Yeah. And Tuli's kill was labored. He's on 5 HP, and that was on the other side of the map. So there are still numbers here for M80 to get on towards site. 9Z do have 2 defenders nearby, looking for maybe a chance to contest this, but you've got Deigara on low HP. Prowler's out. koalanoob threatens early. Flash comes through. Koala gets the support of Zander, but the paint shells do land. Okay, hold on a second. Tuli is right in position to try to get this thing done. And talking about eeiu hanging out until now, he's in a 1v2 looking to clutch up for the squad. Tooty's on a single bullet. David is full HP with light armor.
Enemy remaining.
First contact is good. Punt. Sent. David will destroy it immediately. Here's the check, and I think that shoulder says enough. Yeah, sure did. David's gonna have to try to play for this defuse. Toggles it, doesn't hold it. There's the check once again. eeiu not gonna be bamboozled by this. And now the hold has to come through. eeiu pops up, finds the 1v2. Another clutch for M80 to add on to the long list of ones they've already been able to secure. And M80 get to 11. It's very, very true. Right into the action, though. Once again, David. Sheriff in hand playing very far forward with support, and he gets 2 for the 1. That's not bad at all. NiSMO's still looking to get aggressive, dude. These blast pack plays from NiSMO put him on a highlight reel. Holy smokes.
My brain just exploded. That was what those sounds were. that I was making through my microphone with my mouth.
deigara, don't do it. Okay, or do it. Okay, never mind.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Spike planted.
Do again.
Careful.
Prowler out for eeiu. We'll see that deigara has not made his way on towards site. There's the second check. Nothing towards drop. But here comes Rubkkoide and deigara for the 2v2 situation. johnqt's got both nanos, but neither are down at the moment.
Player standing.
Oh, what a shot, though, from John. And he gets
Bye-bye.
the second. Come on. M80 on series point.
But it would be fun to watch.
It would be.
You had some casting to catch up on, so let's
That's
do
fair.
it.
Oh, this paint shell's even
Oh, boy.
landing on the mizu, though, plus the paranoia is in response on both sides, but mizu does stay alive.
Oh my God.
Showstopper out.
What
That's
the-
sent deep. Showstoppers exchange, and it's NiSMO who connects. mizu's still alive, though. But he has to bail off. The Seekers will give him an exit, but M80 come on top of the trades. We got a 4v3.
The way that, dude, it is impeccable how, I don't know how to describe this in words. I'm going to try my best. NiSMO is able to find follow-up frags in situations that I don't understand when he's like just getting off of movement. For example, last half when he just got off of movement on top of rubble, immediately fires off a frag. That round, immediately after showstop when he's landing from it, immediately finds a frag on the quick flick. Like
Yep.
it's insane how he's able to do that so often.
And now you have to retake the site in a 2v3 against the Viper's pit. deigara does have a neural theft if you can find a dead body.
Player standing.
Here's the check. No, NiSMO looking for the ace, and he gets it. Just
Attackers
the
win.
icing on the cake. Lights the candle. M80. 2-0 the series. And, well, NiSMO just goes God mode.